What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Mecha Invasion Craner and Tipper, or their version of a Masterpiece-ish Chuggus scale hook and a Longhaul. These were sent to me by Brian W. Thanks for allowing me to take a look at your copies. Allow me to hold these so I can take a look at the whole set when we get to the combined mode. So far I've really liked these, and these two are no different. You got some really nice detail. You got the number, this is number 3. Caution, you got the yellow and black. Lots of nice tampo details, silver accents, rubberish wheels with silver wheels here, rubberish tires. You have gunmetal die-cast piece here for the gas tank. That looks really nice. You have faux stabilizer here on the front and the back. They don't come down, but they do look good. When I first unboxed this, I had things weren't quite together. This panel was actually coming off. I'll tell you, it wasn't any issue. It was easy to put it back in. So you may have that issue when you unbox yours. But it does fit together solidly and look really good. Nice taillights back here. You do have some articulation. The crane can go up and down on a ratchet. You can go all the way back, all the way forward, and you can rotate. Nice painted metallic blue windows. We do have this little piece here, which we'll talk about when we get to the combined mode, but it's a little piece for the combined mode head. We have an extending crane here. You have articulation here at the top. Then you have articulation on the hook. All that works well and just makes sense. Looks good. And we can collapse that back down. And it rolls nicely as well. For Tipper, we have, again, lots of beautiful details. Metallic blue for the windows, silver, gunmetal, a little bit of gold down here for the wheels. We have all of the tampo details. This is number 4. Caution symbols. Very, very good looking. The bed of the truck isn't flat, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter. Here's the bottom. That all looks nice. Big rubber tires, so it rolls beautifully. It did come with this ladder piece separate. This was not installed, so I just wanted to show you what it looks like without it. So easy to just get that tabbed in and give that a little push. And now you have a little ladder to get into the cockpit. Beautiful details on these vehicle modes. Someone was saying that these vehicles emulate actual vehicles. I'm not a construction vehicle aficionado, so I don't really know. But either way, I think they're very good looking vehicles. Now we do have weapon storage for both of these. Here's the gun for Craner. Make sure you have this collapsed all the way down. If you have this handle all in, it won't collapse all the way down. So you have to open this up, collapse it, and then close it. Otherwise you'll have trouble. Go to the bottom here, and there's a little slot right there, and there's a tab on either side of the gun. Alright, there you go. There's the gun attached. I love weapon storage like that. This one also, lift this up. Here's his gun. There's a little tab on the back of the gun. Slot in the butt right there. You can get that plugged in there, and then that actually has a purpose. It ends up looking like exhaust, so I love that. Either way, storage for both. Very nice. Alright, and here's the set so far. They do really look good together. Now, these two vehicles do feel a little bit bigger in scale. It might just be my imagination, but they do feel like they're bigger in scale and could pass as masterpiece scale vehicles. The original two didn't really look like it, but what a great looking set together. One thing I missed in my video for this is there is storage. There's actual weapon storage. You open this up. Right there is the gun. It just plugs in right there. Very secure. Underneath the hands, and you can close that up. And nice and secure. And then for this guy, there was also storage, which I missed. You open this up. There's 2 little slots right there on the bottom. And this wasn't in the instructions, so to my credit, it wasn't in there, but because I did look, and that fits in right there. So nice little storage for all of them on their weapon. And for another size comparison, there it is next to the Magic Square version of Optimus Prime. And these two I do feel work. This is a much bigger vehicle in real life, but just this overall size of these, for me personally, it works in a masterpiece scale. The first two, I think they were a little too small. This is okay. I think I can live with this. All right, now let's get these guys transformed into their robot modes. Once again, fun and simple transformations on both of these. And I didn't even look at it again and didn't look at the instructions, but go ahead and lift this up. We can fold this hook up like that. We can come to the front here. We're going to undo this. So you're going to lift this up and out and leave it straight down. It's just kind of hooking in right here. It's not really pegged in. It's more like pushed underneath there. All right, so bring this down 90 degrees. We can unpeg this front section all the way down. And this was the part that was separated when I took it out of the box. So it wasn't broken or anything. It does come off if you lift it. So you're going to hinge this down, accordion this down on a double hinge, bring this all the way down. There's a peg right here that's going into a slot right there. So bring this down and get that pegged in. On the back here, we're going to open this up. On the inside, you're going to bring this down, tab it in, as well as tab it on the top here, and then down here. This will come down, rotate, and tab in right there. Come to the outside. We're going to lift this out all the way. There's a tab right here. It's going to tab in. So hinge this over. It's on a double hinge. And then tab that in. On the bottom, we can use your finger to fold that out, fold this out, and then that's his foot. So there's one leg. The other one is exactly the same, so go ahead and do that one. I'll do it off camera and be right back. All right, so here's how we're looking with both legs transformed. Then we'll work on the arms. So come to here, we're going to unpeg the arms from right here, those three tabs. Same on this side. And then we can rotate the arms to the outside. So they sit out like this. Unpeg the gun from the inside if you have it there. We can fold over this top panel and bring this back. Inside here is the head, so we're going to bring this around. So it sits like this. Then we're going to rotate that all the way to the bottom. As you rotate this down, this panel opens up. So you can fold this down and see the top panel opens up, which will allow you to bring the head through. Accordion this backpack so it goes all the way down and pegs in right there. This you can just leave on the back and bring this down. It'll just clip right over the edge there. And I have this wrong. This is going to come down and sit right there. Bring the arms down, rotate them to the front. Rotate to the front. And make sure the arms are straight. And clean this up. And this panel here, you can fold it in, but I recommend just leave it straight. And there is hook. Now, one thing you could do is bring the shoulders up. It's kind of a preference thing, but I think to have it look right, you can bring the shoulders up. He's a little bit on the back heavy side due to this, but let's set him aside for now. I guess we'll transform the gun as well. Open up this panel, the handle, open up the top, and there's his gun. All right, so now let's take care of this guy. And this guy, we're going to start back here, so unpeg these and unpeg these. These are tabbed in. This is die cast into metal, so just be aware of that. Once you untag both of those, it'll allow you to straighten up the legs. So you can straighten up this knees. Oh, and I forgot to take this gun out. Sorry. Unpeg the gun from here, remove it. Just set that aside. Straighten up the legs. Unpeg the legs from each other. Lift up on this foot. Rotate his ankle all the way down. Then we're going to come to the outside here. We're going to open this up. This is tabbed in right here. And we're going to take this entire panel, unpeg the wheel from here, rotate this around all the way, and bring this in. There's a tab and a slot right there. So get that plugged in. This will just sit down right there. And then this panel should be tabbing in right there. All right, so there's one leg. Go ahead and do the other side. It's exactly the same, so I'll do it off camera. I'll be right back. All right, now we get both legs done. Come to the upper body, unpeg these wheels from the side. We can come to the top. We're going to undo this, so this is tabbed in right here and right here. And then we can unpeg the arms from this center section, which will allow you to take this, rotate this back, rotate this up, and then we can bring this out to the side. And actually we could just leave it out for now because we have a little bit of work to do. So same on this one, unpeg it from here, bring this out, fold this up, and then bring it out to the side. Right. Come to the back, we're going to undo all this. So we're going to lift this back. This is down here. We're going to rotate this waist section down until it goes all the way down to there. We're going to lift the backpack piece, and that's going to sit right here. There's two little pegs back here that are pegging into this purple section. So get that pegged in. Bring back this panel, and as you're doing that, you're bringing the head up. That's going to come all the way back and sit right here. And then this is going to come back and hold that in place. It just clips on to the backpack. Bring the arms down. And kind of finishing touches on the front, you bring this piece up, tab that in. If you look on the inside, there's a tab and a slot, so make sure that gets all the way in. You'll feel it clip in, and then fold those down on the sides. See, this one wasn't all the way, so there we go. And then on the back, we're going to bring up that panel, and we have to rotate this. So if forgot to rotate that, you can work it around, but you're going to have to bend the legs to get around. And that's probably a better step to do before you bring it together. All right, and final step, go ahead and take this panel, bring this around, and that'll fill out the bottom of the arm. All right, and there is Craner and Tipper in robot mode. And they look really cool. I love the sort of hybrid of the nod to the original characters, but a more stylized toy or maybe even realistic look. It's very, very cool. Just enough of the character shines through. Let's take a look at each one individually. So for Craner, their version of Hook, lots of nice detail on the chest. Kind of the rear of the truck ends up here. You have a little detail here on the abs, which is actually the combined mode head. I'll show you that in a minute, but very creative use there. Silver accents, gunmetal accents. The gas tanks end up being side of the arms. That looks really nice. I like how that looks. You've got silver here for the legs. These little gate pieces, or the, what do you call it? These protective pieces on the back end up looking like knee pads. Silver for the feet. Here's the back. Very Hook-esque to have his hook hanging back down. So it all really works well and looks good. For articulation, this guy has a ball joint on the head, so it goes up to there, down to there, side to side, and rotates around. Shoulders rotate around on a friction joint, go up on that hinge. You can also get up on this hinge, so you can get a little bit higher. You can also bring it down, and it'll go up to there. So you have up and down movement there on that shoulder. Rotation at the bicep. Single jointed elbow gets you past 90 degrees. Rotation at the wrist, nothing at the fingers. It's just a solid wrist, which is very strange for something that's well articulated and masterpiece-esque. No hands. Hip skirt, move out of the way. Legs will kick up to there on friction, back to there on friction, out to the side on a ratchet. That was kind of surprising. Rotation at a cut joint. 90-degree bend at the knee on a ratchet. And you have ankle tilts here on the feet. I thought that's creative how they did this. And you have a toe tilt down. And for the accessories, since we're already here, if you come to the back of the head, you'll see there's a hole. And that's because they give you the battery compartment and the batteries. So it comes with the batteries. I didn't even look what kind of batteries there are. I love when companies just give it to you. You don't have to worry about it. So this is magnetically controlled. So you can put this with the LED facing the front of the head into the back of the head. And then you can put the cover, which came separately. I was surprised that it came separately because usually they put the cover on the head. So here's the cover. There's actually two. Only one will fit here. So get that pegged in, rotate it around. And then if you're bringing his gun, which looks like this, there's a magnet right there. Touch that at the top of the head. You can light up the eyes. And that looks great. Really nice touch on the light up feature there. And you can just touch it again to turn it off. And of course the gun will fit in the hand. And there you go for Craner. All right, now let's take a look at Tipper. And he's got all sorts of nice silver details. I love that they worked in like the little headlight things or whatever they are, brake lights right here. Gold, silver, accents everywhere, all on the legs. That's just beautiful. Silver on the toes. Here's the back. The wheels just store so nicely. I love it's very, I don't know, symmetrical or engineered very nicely. Beautiful head sculpt. I think they did a really nice job on that. Let's go over his articulation. The head is on a ball joint, goes up to there, down to there, side to side, and rotates around. It does get caught up a little bit on this edge, so you did watch out for that. Shoulders rotate around on friction, out to the side on friction. So there's actually two hinges. There's this one here, and then there's one down here. So combining the two, you can get it up to there. Rotation around the shoulder, rotation at the bicep. Single joint to elbow, full bend. Rotation at the wrist, no finger movement again. None of these have had fingers, so. Legs kick up to there on a ratchet. Now, keep in mind, this is going to end up becoming the legs for the combiner, so that's why I believe it has ratchets. Back to there, out to the side, all nice strong ratchets on there. Single jointed knee gets you 90 degrees. Nice strong ratchet there as well. A little bit of gold paint there, which I didn't notice before. Ankle tilt up to there. And toe tilt down, but nothing up. But really well done. As far as the head, we get the same thing here. We have a battery. And let's see, how can I get to the back of the head? Okay, it's just tight, but there's same hole in the back of the head. So make sure you insert it with the light facing forward. And then over that little gap there. There we go. I had it upside down, but should look like that. Then turn the head back around. And now we can use the gun. I think it's the back of the gun. Where are you? Well, maybe that gun doesn't have one. Okay, well, it works with my magnet, but nice light up feature there. And you can, of course, put the gun in the hand. All right, and there's the whole team so far. And definitely looking good together. I really like how they've done the aesthetic on these. And as far as size, these first two are a little bit smaller. So my intuition when I reviewed it was like, yeah, they feel a little small, and they are smaller, both in vehicle mode and in robot mode. But I think these two being a little bit bigger, it definitely feels like it could fit with the Masterpiece scale. Now the combiner is definitely smaller. So we know that it will be not a Masterpiece level, but either way, these look really good together. And for size comparison, there they are next to the MP36 Megatron. And these two actually work for me. The size and height does feel like a Masterpiece size. So I don't know, maybe they're going varying sizes here on the set, but for me, this works very well. And before we get out of here, I'm not going to go through the full combine mode, but I do want to show you the combine mode head. So if you unpeg this chest piece, unpeg this from the back, you can lift this up, come to the back here, and we can open up this, and here's the head. combined mode head, so a little bit of a spoiler alert. But on the back, we do want to put the battery compartment in here because we have the cover. So make sure you put the LED facing forward. And then take the cover, and this will fit right on top. There's two little tabs that hold it in, so get that on there. And we'll just tuck that away. I'm not going to turn it on. I'm going to save that for the combined mode, so sorry. Put that back down, bring this down, and now you've got the combined mode head ready. So final recommendations on the Mecha Invasion Craner and Tipper. I'm going to give these a 5 out of 5. Strong recommendation. These are phenomenal figures. The vehicle modes have some really nice detail, nice big tires. They fit in well with Masterpiece, and I love that they have weapon storage. The transformation is fun, intuitive, and easy. I still haven't looked at the instructions because they're just easy. And the robot modes are beautiful. They really nailed the look of these characters with some added style and flair. They also have light up eyes, nice accessories, and this is a cool little look for Hook, which I haven't seen before. So all in all, really, really well done. I'm excited to see what the combiner looks like. I've been saving that intentionally for the final review, so that's why we didn't go over it here. But it looks like this is shaping up to be a really good set. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Brian W. for sending us a review. We'll see you next time.